Happy October, everybody. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with yet another reading for you guys. So we are welcoming in a brand new month with lots of energies. I'm literally going to be tapping into every single one of these decks here, in addition to tarot, of course, which I don't have here. And I just really wanted to give you guys an overall picture as to what the next 4 weeks is going to be looking like for you. General advice as always, so please do take the parts of it that resonate for you. Don't try to make it fit. You know, what makes sense for you makes sense for you, and leave the rest behind. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get into it and see what it is that needs to come through for your zodiac sign. Hello, Aries. Let's get into some messages here for you. And as I've mentioned, I'm going to be taking a look at so many things. Of course, the majority of my followers do want to hear about love connections, relationships. But for this one, I also wanted to tap into some money, career messages. I'll go ahead and have a specific angel message for you towards the end of this reading, as well as a harsh truth message, which is going to be picking up off of the ultimate truth that you need to know heading into the month. All right, so let's start with the love messages and see what it is that needs to come through for you this time. Aries, okay? Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Here we go, guys. So when it comes to your romantic partnerships, what does this look like? This is actually a really nice card. We have Divine, of God's divinely orchestrated, well, I cannot read, sorry guys, of God, divinely orchestrated, divine counterpart, which of course is a beautiful message. So whoever it is that you're focused on and thinking about, Aries, for this reading, perhaps you really do feel that you guys are divine counterparts. That doesn't necessarily mean that there are no challenges there. So let's see what else needs to come through. You feel very connected to this person and they to you. What else? We have water. For some of you, maybe your person is a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So this particular card is focused on the emotions, the need to cleanse our energies, you know, maybe cleanse things out of our life that no longer serve us. And it's also a really good time to heal. So maybe during this month of October, focus on parts of you that need to be able to heal in however way it needs it. Let me see what else. Let's grab one more from here for Aries. We have attraction. Okay, so it does say secret admirer, beauty, undeniable. You know who it is that you are thinking about for this reading. And if you're wondering, you know, if this person is just as attracted to you, this could be confirmation that they are. However, there are those of you who might be single right now. You're not with anybody in particular. There's somebody who's interested in you, but maybe they haven't exactly made it known to you. So October seems to be a month where things in your life are going to come full circle. You know, whether that's related to your love life, your finances, your career, and any other things that might be of concern to you. So I feel that's a good thing because it's wrapping up particular storylines in your life that will hopefully create movement for you to either move forward or to remove it, so that you can perhaps welcome in something or someone new. Let's see what else. I love that you've got the star coming through as well. Hope, rejuvenation. This, of course, is a card focused on wish fulfillment, but it's also a card focused on self-care, Aries. You know, and I'm kind of feeling there really is this need to focus on that for some of you that really need it. So whatever it is that you're hoping for, wishing to manifest this month, focus on that, put that good energy out there, and maybe in time it can manifest. That does not necessarily mean that it will happen during the month of October, but at least it'll it'll plant the seeds to be able to prepare you for what's to come in the rest of the months this year, you know. So it could culminate possibly latter half of this year, heading more so towards November and December. Let's see what else. What else for Aries? You've got the Eight of Pentacles. I feel this is a month for you to be really productive. This is the next card. So when it comes to your love life, Aries, I feel things are going to be moving towards a direction that fulfills you and makes you happy. You know, it's like wrapping up a storyline for your love connections. What I feel for that is the people that you're no longer interested in, those connections will fall away. And the people that you are wanting to focus on to be able to build a true connection with that person, that is where you put your focus this month. And then we've got the Ace of Cups. So for me, that truly is, as I've mentioned, a card of self-love, giving back to yourself, you know, taking care of you for a minute before you can focus on anybody else or anything else. And for my singles, again, there is the possibility of making some real love connections in October, but it might take a little bit more time for things to go in the direction that you're wanting. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I feel that's good. You know, let's see what else we can tap into here for you. For Aries. So I really wanted to grab from a different deck here. So this is the Love Potion deck by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. Still focusing on your love connections here, Aries. All right. Let's see what else for October. Wanting to reconcile, look at that. And if that's a part of your focus, a part of your desire, then this is letting us know that that could certainly happen. Look at the next card. This is interesting. Emotions bottled, right? Somebody's not expressing how they are feeling. That could be you, but it could also be the other person here. And remember, guys, this came through. Something about the emotions, right? Having to do perhaps with somebody who's not speaking up, you know, and that could either apply to either one of you. But it could also be that it's been very difficult because maybe the person you're thinking about hasn't exactly opened their heart fully to you, and that's hurting you. It could be that. So let me grab one more card for Aries for the month of October. We have Magical Vibes, Love Potion. I love that. You know, it's like the magic is restored for you during this month, or it could amplify your love life if there's just not a whole lot going on, you know, when it comes to your connections. I also wanted to grab maybe 2 or 3 cards from the Unspoken Messages deck by Fire Witch Tarot. So if you are thinking about someone in particular, let's see what it is that they want to say to you. So that'll give us an indication of how the month will go. You are my personal drug, addicted to you. So they're just saying it loud and clear. I'm addicted to you. I can't think of anybody else. I want you. And this is the card that is wanting to come along with that. Truly, madly, deeply. Truly, madly, deeply, crazy, in love with you. All right. So that gives us an idea of what this person is wanting to convey to you. So let's go ahead and grab some tarot to go along with that. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries. Maybe you're just as addicted to them if you're wanting to reconcile, you know? Look at this, guys. Okay, so you've got the Ace of Cups. There are new chances for love in October. So remember, the Ace of Cups already came through. So either this represents a new beginning, a new chapter, or for my singles, it could signify a new person that comes into your life and you're really wanting to develop that relationship. This is the next card. So the Three of Cups, celebration. There will be lots of reasons, I feel, to celebrate this month. It could represent your friendships, the people that are in your life, your family, and of course, romantic connections. This is a new beginning right here. Certainly when it comes to your love and your romantic connections, it's representing a very positive outcome. Look at this, guys. We've got the Ten of Cups. You might just find October to be a really uplifting month for you when it comes to your love connections. Maybe this is giving you new hope that a relationship that you're really wanting to build has what it takes to go the distance by way of marriage, family, just living life, growing old together, experiencing all of the amazing, wonderful things you would want with a life partner. So that looks pretty darn good to me. Let's see now, switching gears. As far as your love life is concerned, I feel October looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and take a look at money and career here. Aries for October. What is it that you need to know? What is it perhaps that you need to look out for, be mindful of? Start the business, go for it. If you have been wanting to do something, to exercise your entrepreneurial spirit here, go for it. That's a green light right there, guys. Let me grab another. Money oils. So some of you guys might already have the money oils in possession, maybe start using that. Maybe you already do. But for those of you who don't, there are so many really amazing online stores where you can purchase those money oils. And I mean, it works. I use them myself to be able to bring in abundance and prosperity in however way you need that. Could be a promotion. It could be a new job, whatever it is. Let me grab one more. Okay, so this one says, address your fears and insecurities towards your abundance. That could have something to do with, maybe your hesitancy to start the business, or, maybe feeling like you're not as qualified as you should be, so then you don't apply for the job. Whatever is holding you back from this abundance, this is telling you to address what it is that you are afraid of. Why are you insecure? Because I feel that you actually can manifest so much in your life this month, and I will grab from the Hustle deck, another deck by Fire Witch Tarot. This one really gets to the point. If y'all are familiar with Fire Witch Tarot, she doesn't mess around with her decks. I mean, they're very, very descriptive. Let's put it that way. All right, let me grab another here for Aries. All right, this is what's coming through here. Sign that damn contract. Maybe you know what that contract is. It could be something as simple as, you're buying your first home, or you're moving into your own place for the very first time, or you're moving and, might have something to do with a mortgage, or maybe you're in escrow. You're maybe making a major purchase. It could be for a car. It could also have something to do with starting the business. Maybe you're hesitant, but this is a reminder for you to do your due diligence, of course, but it's a green light for me. Let's see what else. Let me grab one more from this deck. All right. Spotlight phase. That's great, because I feel the universe is really recognizing the direction that you want to go. It's illuminating that path for you in however way you need to walk that path, to be able to travel towards that direction, to be able to manifest the money, to be able to manifest your dream job, your career. For some of you, it's an entrepreneurship, starting your own business, so hopefully that makes sense for you, but that is what's coming through there. All right, I wanted to grab one card from my Harsh Truth Oracle. So it's coming through as a harsh truth, because it is. So obviously only take this if it applies to your situation. And sometimes, you know, it's scary to hear the full truth of what it is that we need to do, or what it is that we need to be able to either accept or to see with our own eyes. So angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries, what is the harsh truth that needs to come through? I am guided to pull 3 cards from here. All right, there's our 3. This was the first one that came through. These are round, so they're a little bit hard to stand up, but I'll try my best. All right, so this one says, no one can trust your gut better than your own intuition. So very true. So don't doubt yourself, you know. And then this one came forward. Finding love is easier than keeping love. Choose wisely. Absolutely. You know, it's easy to connect with people, but it's a lot harder truly to go the distance, to make sure that that's the relationship where you really are meant to plant your flag, you know. And lastly, if you're interested, you have to actually speak, to say something. And that applies in love, connections, as well as your career, you know, your friendships, the way you interact with your family. All right, so take that again if it makes sense. Maybe one makes more sense than the other, but that is what's coming through for you guys. And one last message. This is a specific one from your angel guides here. Aries, here we go. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries. I'm also guided to pull 3 from here. All right, first one. We have Athena. It is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. Absolutely. You know, you got to make yourself a priority. Sometimes we lose our identity in a relationship or even in a work environment, you know. Don't be afraid to step into your power. All right, let's see what else. 2 more cards for Aries. All right, we've got Crystal coming through. Have faith and hope, because there is something positive and new on the horizon that you can't yet see. So you might not see the progress, guys, whether this is pertaining to your love life or anything else, but you're being guided to just trust what is truly meant for you. And I say this so much in my readings, what is meant for you truly will be yours. It will come to you when the time is right. All right, and one more card to wrap things up for you, Aries. And here it is. We have Celeste. A happy move to a new home or place of employment is in the works. This movement will usher in positive new energy. So if some of you guys are already knowing that this is what's going to happen this month, that's fantastic. I feel it's blessing you with all of the good things that you're wanting to manifest in your life, whether pertaining to a new home, something to do with your career, or even your love life. So I'm just seeing October looking pretty darn good for Aries here, and I do hope that that is how it manifests in your life. All right, guys, so that is what I have for you this time. If you would like your own reading, that info is down below in the description box, and of course I will link all of these decks down below. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great October.